Do you want to successfully complete the WGU D325 Objective Assessment for Network course? Then, you're in the right place. Our website provides a list of questions and answers with an emphasis on preparing for your success in the Network D325 course. In this video, we will cover questions from OSI model and networking layers, Ethernet and cabling, IP addressing and routing, network devices, and network troubleshooting and tools. So, let's get started. 1. A technician researching fiber optic cables needs to know which component reflects signals back into the waveguide, enabling light to travel through the cable. What component provides this reflection? A. Core. B. Cladding. C. Buffer. D. Jacket. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Cladding. Explanation. Cladding is designed to reflect light back into the core of the fiber, allowing the signal to travel efficiently through the waveguide. 2. A technician troubleshooting a workstation on a 100 base TX network finds that workstation 01 cannot ping the file server. DION training FS01, but workstation 02 can. What is the most likely cause? A. Firewall rules are blocking the connection. B. Workstation 01 is on a different subnet. C. Workstation 02 is misconfigured. D. The file server is down. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Workstation 01 is on a different subnet. Explanation. The fact that Workstation 01 receives a destination host unreachable error indicates a potential subnet issue. Since Workstation 02 can ping the server, Workstation 01 may be misconfigured on a different subnet. 3. An application developer is troubleshooting ASCII conversion issues. At which layer of the OSI model should they focus? A. Application. B. Presentation. C. Session. D. Transport. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Presentation. Explanation. The presentation layer is responsible for data translation and encoding, including ASCII conversions. 4. A systems administrator is concerned with ensuring appropriate port assignments for network applications. Which OSI model layer should they review? A. Network. B. Transport. C. Data link. D. Physical. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Transport. Explanation. The transport layer manages port numbers and is responsible for end-to-end communication. 5. A network engineer is looking for the tightest fiber optic connection with the best return loss performance for a project. Which connector should they choose? A. LC. B. ST. C. APC. D. SC. What do you think is the answer? Correct. Answer. C. APC. Explanation. The angled physical contact. APC connector provides the tightest connection and the best return loss performance in fiber optic connections. 6. Which of the following is not true about gigabit Ethernet? A. Supports speeds of 1000 megabits per second. B. Uses 1000 base T standards. C. Operates over Cat5e cabling. D. Specified as 100 base T. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. D. Specified as 100 base T. Explanation. Gigabit Ethernet is specified as 1000 base T, not 100 base T, which is for fast Ethernet, 100 megabits per second. 7. Which type of fiber optic connector features a push-pull mechanism commonly used with multimode fiber? A. Subscriber connector, line SC. B. Lucent connector, LC. C. Straight tip, ST. D. MTRJ. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, A. Subscriber connector. Explanation. South Carolina connectors are widely used with multimode fiber and feature a push-pull mechanism. 8. What tools should be used to create patch cords for a new cabling infrastructure project? A. Cable tester. B. 𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗱 cable stripper. C. TDR. D. Toner probe. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer, B. 𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗱/cable stripper. Explanation. Crimpers and cable strippers are used to create and prepare patch cords for installation. 9. What multiplexing technique can multiplex up to 16 wavelengths on an SFP/SFP plus interface? A. Dense wavelength. Division. Multiplexing. DWDM. B. Coarse wavelength. Division. Multiplexing. CWDM. C. Time division. Multiplexing. TDM. D. Frequency division. Multiplexing. FDM. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. Coarse wavelength. Division. Multiplexing. CWDM. Explanation. CWDM is a cost-effective method that supports multiplexing multiple wavelengths, up to 16 on a single fiber. 10. A network technician needs connectors for coax cables. What type of connector should they order? A. RJ45. B. F-type. C. LC. D. SC. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer, B. F-type. Explanation. F-type connectors are commonly used for terminating coaxial cables. 11. Which IEE standard implements functions for the physical and data link layers of the OSI model? A. 802.11, B. 802.1x, C. 802.3, D. 802.15, Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, C. 802.3, Explanation. The 802.3 standard is responsible for Ethernet and functions of the physical and data link layers. 12. A consultant is replacing STP cabling for a company. Which type of STP cabling is most difficult to install? A. UTP. B. Modern STP. C. Legacy STP. D. Coaxial. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, C. Legacy STP. Explanation. Legacy STP cables are more difficult to install due to their older design and shielding requirements. 13. Which type of fiber optic cable should be used to transmit data over the maximum distance between buildings? A. MMF. B. SMF. C. CAT. 5E. D. Coax. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. SMF. Explanation. Single-mode fiber, SMF, is designed for long-distance data transmission. 14. A network technician in Germany is installing Cat7 cabling. Which two types of connectors should be used to comply with standards? A. RJ45 and GG45. B. Terra and GG45. C. SC and LC. D. BNC and F-type. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. 𝗤𝗏 and WGU-D325. Explanation. 𝗤𝗏 and WGU-D325 are the recommended connectors for Cat7 installations, especially in Europe. 15. What should a server administrator configure to prevent overwhelming a switch's buffer and dropping frames? A. Flow control. B. QoS. C. Load balancing. D. 𝗦𝘂𝗰𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. Flow control. Explanation. Flow control helps prevent buffer overload by temporarily pausing traffic. 16. In normal conditions, what is the maximum size of a standard Ethernet frame, excluding the preamble? A. 1500 bytes. B. 1518 bytes. C. 1600 bytes. D. 1522 bytes. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. 1518 bytes. Explanation. The maximum size of a standard Ethernet frame, excluding the preamble, is 1518 bytes. 17. Which two parts of the Ethernet frame are part of the CSMA/CD protocol and help detect collisions early? A. Frame check. Sequence and preamble. B. Preamble and SFD. C. MAC address and preamble. D. SFD and frame check sequence. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Preamble and SFD. Explanation. The preamble and start frame, delimiter, SFD are used in CSMA/CD to detect collisions early in Ethernet frames. 18. What should a systems administrator configure to combine multiple 1 Gbps connections into a 2 Gbps connection? A. Load balancing. B. 𝗦𝘂𝗰𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. C. VLAN. D. LACP. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. 𝗦𝘂𝗰𝗃𝗃. Explanation. 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗃 allows multiple network interfaces to be combined, effectively increasing the bandwidth. 19. Which network feature is commonly supported by standard NICs? A. 10 GB Ethernet. B. Gigabit Ethernet. C. 100 MB Ethernet. D. Fiber channel. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Gigabit Ethernet. Explanation. Most standard NICs support Gigabit Ethernet, 1000 megabits per second. 20. A switch cannot establish a connection with another switch. What is the most likely cause? A. MDIX to MDIX connected ports. B. MDIX to MDI connected ports. C. Straight-through cable between switches. D. VLAN misconfiguration. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. A. MDIX to MDIX connected ports. Explanation. MDIX ports are typically used to connect end devices. When connecting two switches, one of the ports must be in MDI mode, or an appropriate crossover cable must be used. 21. Which feature on a switch should a project manager use to allow switches to operate as a group? A. VLAN tagging. B. Stackable. C. LACP. D. STP. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Stackable. Explanation. Stackable switches can be grouped together to function as a single unit. 22. Which tool should a network operator use to troubleshoot kinks and imperfections in network cabling? A. OTDR. B. Cable tester. C. TDR. D. 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗃. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer, C. TDR. Explanation. A time domain reflectometer, TDR, is used to find imperfections such as kinks in cables by analyzing signal reflections. 23. What protocol should be filtered to investigate a CAM table flooded by an attacker? A. DNS, B. ARP, C. DHCP, D. ICMP. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. ARP. Explanation. A CAM table flooding attack often involves ARP traffic, so filtering ARP protocol will help identify related malicious activity. 24. What is the typical use of the IP range 0.0, 0.0/8? A. Multicasting, B. Loopback address, C. Reserved for documentation, D. Source address by a client seeking a DHCP lease. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer, D. Source address by a client seeking a DHCP lease. Explanation. IP range 0.0, 0.0/8 is typically used by clients seeking a DHCP lease when they do not yet have an assigned IP. 25. What does the ipconfig command do without any switches? A. Displays complete TCP IP configuration. B. Forces DHCP renewal. C. Releases the IP address. D. Displays the IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer, D. Displays the IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Explanation. The ipconfig command without switches displays the IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway for all network interfaces. 26. Which command forces a DHCP client to renew its IP lease? A. ipconfig/renew, B. ipconfig/release, C. ipconfig/flushdns, D. ipconfig/registerdns. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, A. ipconfig/renew. Explanation. The ipconfig/renew command forces a DHCP client to renew its IP address lease from the DHCP server. 27. Which command shows the ARP cache contents in Windows? A. netstat, A. B. ipconfig/all, C. ARP, A. D. /nslookup. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer, C. ARPA. Explanation. The ARPA command displays the ARP cache contents in Windows. 28. What network issue is most likely causing a network slowdown and significant increase in bandwidth usage, as indicated by high IGMP message counters on switch ports? A. Unicast traffic, B. Multicast transmissions, C. Broadcast traffic, D. TCP retransmissions. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Multicast transmissions. Explanation. High counts of IGMP messages indicate multicast traffic, which can increase bandwidth consumption if not managed properly. 29. What is not part of an IPv6 unicast address? A. Starts with 2000, B. Starts with FE80, C. Global scope, D. Local scope. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Starts with FE80. Explanation. IPv6. Unicast addresses that start with 𝗬𝗂𝗍𝗂 are link local addresses and are not considered global unicast addresses. 30. A sysadmin troubleshooting a connectivity issue suspects a disabled IP. What is the likely cause? A. Incorrect subnet mask. B. Duplicate IPs. C. Gateway misconfiguration. D. DNS server is down. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Duplicate IPs. Explanation. Duplicate IP chills often cause connectivity issues as multiple devices attempt to use the same IP on the network. Struggling with your WGU exams? We've all been there. Welcome to OAExams.com, your ultimate resource for WGU success. Find over 15,000 plus questions and answers. Join our thriving community of over 10,000 active WGU students and an impressive 100% success rate with our premium exam support. Visit OAExams.com today and take the first step toward guaranteed success. 31. What IPv6 header field is responsible for quality of service? A. Traffic class. B. Flow label. C. Next header. D. Hop limit. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Flow label. Explanation. The flow label field in the IPv6 header is used to prioritize packets for quality of service, QoS purposes. 32. Which protocol should a network architect research when looking for distance vector protocols? A. OSPF. B. RIP. C. BGP. D. ISIS. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. RIP. Explanation. RIP, Routing Information Protocol, is a distance vector routing protocol. 33. Which protocol belongs to the Exterior Gateway Protocol, EGP class? A. RIP. B. EIGRP. C. BGP. D. OSPF. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. BGP. Explanation. BGP, Border Gateway Protocol, is an exterior gateway protocol used between different autonomous systems on the Internet. 34. What is the name for the side of the interface connected to a customer's router? A. CE. B. PE. C. FE. D. RE. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. CE. Explanation. The customer edge, 𝗏 router, is located on the customer's premises and connects to the provider edge, 𝗏PE router. 35. What is the name of the calculation of the amount of loss suffered by all components along a fiber transmission path? A. Signal degradation. B. Loss budget. C. Bandwidth measurement. D. Attenuation index. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Loss budget. Explanation. The loss budget refers to the calculation of signal loss across a fiber optic path, taking into account all components. 36. Which entry is not found in a routing table? A. Destination. B. Metric. C. Traffic class. D. Next hop. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. Traffic class. Explanation. Routing tables do not include traffic class as a standard field. Instead, they list destination, next hop, and metric values. 37. What is the representation of a default route in IPv6? A. 0.0, 0.0 slash 0, B slash 64, C slash 0, D /80 slash 10. Do you know the answer? 10. Correct answer, C slash 0. Explanation. In IPv6, the default route is represented as /0, similar to 0.0, 0.0 slash 0 in IPv4. 38. Which network feature should a sysadmin investigate first when troubleshooting ICMP time-exceeded error messages? A. Packet loss. B. Routing loops. C. DNS failures. D. IP fragmentation. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, B. Routing loops. Explanation. ICMP time. Exceeded messages often indicate the presence of routing loops, where packets circle between routers. 39. What should be set up to protect network administrators' remote access? A. Authentication. B. Encryption. C. Authorization. D. Access control lists. ACLs. Do you know the answer? Correct answer, A. Authentication. Explanation. Authentication is essential to ensure only authorized users can remotely access the network and its devices. 40. What command should a technician use to create a new IP configuration for an Ethernet adapter using PowerShell? A. New net IP address. B. Set net adapter. C. Add netroot. D. Enable IPv6. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, A. New net IP address. Explanation. The PowerShell. CMDLet. New net IP address is used to configure a new IP address for an Ethernet adapter. 41. What type of address should a network administrator use when setting up IPv6 router advertisements? A. Unicast. B. Multicast. C. Anycast. D. Broadcast. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer, B. Multicast. Explanation. IPv6 router. Advertisements use multicast addresses to communicate with multiple hosts on the network. 42. What is a potential cause of out-of-sync system clocks in virtual hosts? A. Incorrect DNS settings. B. NTP misconfiguration. C. VLAN misconfiguration. D. IP address conflicts. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer, B. NTP misconfiguration. Explanation. Virtual hosts rely on accurate network time protocol, NTP configuration, to maintain synchronized system clocks. 43. What would have the highest administrative distance? A. RIP. B. OSPF. C. IGRP. D. Unknown root. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer, D. Unknown route. Explanation. Unknown routes are given the highest administrative distance, making them less preferred than known routes. 44. What device uses RJ11 plugs to connect to a network? A. Router. B. DSL modem. C. Switch. D. VoIP phone. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. DSL modem. Explanation. DSL modems typically use RJ11 connectors to connect to telephone lines. 45. Which topology connects nodes in a closed loop? A. Star. B. Mesh. C. Ring. D. Bus. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. Ring. Explanation. In a ring topology, each node is connected to its neighbor, forming a closed loop. 46. What network protocol is commonly used to manage IoT devices remotely? A. HTTP. B. SNMP. C. MQTT. D. FTP. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. MQTT. Explanation. MQTT is a lightweight protocol commonly used for messaging and controlling IoT devices. 47. What network device separates broadcast domains? A. Hub. B. Switch. C. Router. D. Repeater. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. Router. Explanation. Routers separate broadcast domains, while switches and hubs operate within the same broadcast domain. 48. What should be used to test Ethernet cabling for continuity and pinout verification? A. Crimper. B. OTDR. C. Wire map. D. Tone generator. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. Wire map. Explanation. A wire map tester checks the continuity and pinout of Ethernet cables. 49. What routing protocol allows routers to share incremental updates instead of full routing tables? A. OSPF. B. EIGRP. C. RIP. D. BGP. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. EIGRP. Explanation. EIGRP is a hybrid routing protocol that shares incremental updates instead of full routing tables. 50. What IPv4 header field should a security engineer filter to investigate ARP-related traffic? A. Source IP address. B. TTL. C. Protocol. D. Version. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. Protocol. Explanation. ARP traffic is related to the protocol field in the IPv4 header, allowing ARP filtering to identify malicious traffic. You've reached the end of our first question set. For the complete exam preparation experience, visit us at OAExams.com, where you'll find thousands more practice questions and comprehensive study guides. Thanks for studying with us today. See you in the next video.